Mendeecees Harris, the favorite change man on reality TV, who told the world that he doesn't want anything to do with Eric Mina's unborn child right now. What if I told you that a man who built his entire brand on family values and loyalty just spit in the face of fatherhood with a lab-certified DNA test sitting right in front of him? Not at all. And the DNA test was thrown out like yesterday's promotional deal, he said. So what's actually happening here? Did Erica lie? Was the test rigged? Or is Mendy just afraid that the receipts are much messier than he wants the world to see? Because, let's face it, this isn't just some small-time baby mama drama. Is a full-blown Mendy sees himself playing the victim while the internet pulls him from Love and Hip, Hop Love Love, and Helkle Up, because we're about to unpack the messiest, pettiest, and most delusional reality TV apocalypse with screenshots, side chicks' secret voicemails, and one mother of a meltdown waiting to happen. Yandy's hiding, Erica's crying on Instagram. Mendy observes Harris's obstinate, denial-soaked corner of delusion while Eric Mina's belly grows. And she notices that her sense of responsibility is dwindling like a worm. This is the most audacious denial you've ever seen. And when we say scandal, we mean scandal with a capital S. Let's not mince words. According to leaked claims and one extremely awkward and slivy V, Mendy has flatly refused to claim the child Erica says is his. Even after receipts were dropped, like atomic bombs and a confirmed DNA test with a 99. This makes reality stars relevant after reunion night. 9% match timestamp screenshots of text messages. Even a blurry but clear picture of him naked in her bed a few weeks prior to the biggest hit. And how he responded not with regret or responsibility, but with widenial, deflection, and action, ion, tyone. And that old-fashioned, I need my own people to verify energy that we've seen from every scandalized man with a weak game and an effective publicist. Let's go back a bit. This story didn't begin in a courtroom or even at the doctor's office. Rather, it began on Instagram Live because, of course it did. Erica was visibly emotional and took to her phone to reveal that she was pregnant. But it wasn't just the announcement that sent the internet into a tailspin. Comment sections exploded. Like a match to gasoline, as the caption read, "Sometimes the truth shows up even when he won't." Fans quickly started making connections, and those connections led directly to Mendeecees, Yandandi Smith's husband on reality TV, who was once sobbing on a reunion stage about defending his queen. Since he was allegedly practicing fatherhood behind the scenes with a different woman, Erica didn't initially name him, but baby, she didn't have to. The smirk and timing of Aisha matching her level of pettiness were too loud to ignore. And while fans attempted to play detective in the "let's talk about Mendeecees" response, did for what? Tot. Say what take? While what is the SE? What ISIS? SE mistake is S. Ethis. This. The real plot twist came like a freight train when a paternity test was leaked from a certified clinic with name and read and Riyadh, EAD, 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 ITI, Thai.
Tie?
Set, Rob set, Y, ITY. Liddy, Lee set, T, set, ET. Me set, baby. Nobody showed me any concrete evidence, and anyone can print a test and call it a test, but I've never signed it. Instead, he went live on Instagram, looking like he just woke up from a nap. He didn't earn it, and he delivered what might go down as the worst damage control in hip-hop and love history. "You're on Thepis, sir." Sidden.sdy continued by implying that he was the target of a classic playbook in which accountability is too loud. He claimed that the test may have been rigged and that Erica was acting for influence because he didn't even remember being with her in that way. Now, imagine forgetting an entire This Is reputation insurance fraud, not amnesia. However, Erica was prepared, and within hours of his denial, she dropped a carousel of receipts so loud they needed a mute button. The receipts included screenshots of text messages, photos from the clinic, and a video of her signing documents at the DNA lab facility, and even a video of her sobbing in her car as she said, "Why? Sigh, messy, messy, messy. Messy, messy effed me, no choice." This is where things start to get ugly because Yandandi Smith remained silent, not a single word, post, comment, or denial while Erica was being publicly dragged through the mud. A family insider claims that Yandandi locked herself in the house for 3 days in a row after the paternity test was leaked. One friend claimed to be devastated, pacing and repeatedly saying, "He promised me we were healing," in silence. A black screen is followed by a quote. As Yandi tried to keep her composure, Erica continued to talk, posting a tearful video of herself holding her baby bump and saying, story.tori, story.tori.tori.ori.ori.or, yn.gain.in.in, to be a psychopathist, his, is, n.gain. I did this, sis. This he swore she meant nothing, but apparently nothing had a due date and a last name. Okay. I will not allow my child to grow up in denial. Fans erupted, and the internet was split in two. One half was furs, for in. 2, one people. Was for Haforio prof form forning a family get publicity and play, half was saying. Victim, while the other half was saying standum, your baby, das, and Oda delusion. Then came the sec love and hip hop hope and hip hop turmoil. Love and hip hopos and happen in hopes. Samantha was singles, with the caption, "Funny how patterns repeat themselves." You guys truly forgot who he was. It was like witnessing a 10-year mess reactivated in real time as fans dug into the archives to retrieve old reunion videos, old texts, and old Yandandi and Samantha beef. One fan tweeted, "This man has been doing the same thing for suddenly this wasn't a crew member." Years claims that Mendeecees had a complete breakdown during filming. It wasn't even about Yandy. It was about a man who built his brand on redemption and fatherhood but couldn't even accept fatherhood. The receipts came with his name on them, accusing the producers of attempting to paint him as the villain, and even threatening to leave the set if they brought up the paternity scandal. However, the producers clearly saw the drama and dollar signs. So they are currently filming a special reunion-style episode in which Erica and CCCC reportedly a space special episode report Erica and CCCC. Ezo cameras areras cameras areras are aremameras areras arias arebers ariamaras arias arabers aramaras 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 areras 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 eras areras 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 era areas et rareas areras et prayeras. Go nota you to know the whereafter rewar and a kelly ali can kai kekasisi kokaki kika emadu we can we stick in you can kiss again you to kai to kati like I geek with I get to free you karaki free Members are split up, and Mendy continues to avoid responsibility as if it were he way. Why? IWAY.project. Reconciliatarius, just, where conciliati.hs. Way. Timely, way, one. Yam anium anon, the way. And that boss is where the video picks up because what happens next is worse than anyone expected. However, on the day that VH1 started hinting at the reunion episode, Mina post, receipts. TS, receipts. Lutzo Lifa Filel L photo of Mendia time Tia. Timedum Stamfas and turn it into TV gold. Captioned it, since we're doing truth, let's do it all the way. Within minutes, the internet collapsed. Rape Stanley was trending, and blogs started sharing the image with red circles zooming in and comparing it to other wallpapers. Fans even matched the rooms. Decor to a Miami boutique hotel, the same one. Mendeecees was tagged in while on a business trip. Trip ... trip and remain silent ... silent ... mt. Mendy, what time in our glows. I'm glows and end out. UT and an OUD out, semicolon, UT, semicolon, N out, semicolon, N out, semicolon, UT, semicolon, T. Out? Her lips are glossed and she looks like she's getting even. This is where it gets ugly because the reunion teaser that Mendeecees was shot before Erica's most recent receipts were fully leaked online. In an attempt to appear composed, understanding, and misunderstood, he sat down with a reputable interviewer and used ambiguous terms like situation, even uttered the well-known line, "I'm not perfect. Ever perfect.ect.t. Court hurt anybody. In the bed of your wife's worst adversary." It was summed up in the top remark beneath the teaser. There was no miscommunication when you passed out in her bed. Try again, Romeo. The teaser was ratioed into oblivion within hours. And fans weren't believing the tactful damage control wasn't a PR snag. Rather, it was Erica released a second batch of receipts. Voice memos of late-night calls, affectionate messages, and a video clip of Mendy laughing and rubbing her belly. A Category 5 betrayal hurricane, huh? She captioned that one, saying, "Who does that for a random mistake?" Unwrote. This is said, but Yandi herself had the most devastating hit. He was there and he made promises to the public. Fans dug up every quote Mendy has said. Onavi hippive and hive and love be ev upset auntie. Redemption after weeks of silence. Yandin broke. She posted a simple black and white graphic on Instagram. M. Healing and silence, don't ask me. For clarity when I was never given truth. Boom, 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 boom. 500,000 likes in hours. S. Celebrities flooded the comments. SSS. One R&B legend wrote PEACN ... Let 'em fumble ... T. Let 'em fumble ... T. You don't have to lose ... Men are the loudest when they lie and the quietest when the truth comes out. Another influencer said, clean up his mess. Suddenly, Yan Dandy wasn't just a reality star. She was a walking, crying, heartbroken hymn for all women who have ever stood up for a man. One close friend told sources that she couldn't breathe because every time she looked at Mendy, all she saw was betrayal. Insiders said that she took the kids and fled to a wellness retreat, leaving her phone off for days. However, behind the powerful post, he was out here betraying her behind hotel curtains. She was upset and finished acting as though she wasn't. Drowning, while Mendeecees was sinking more quickly than his representative could recover. Sponsors began to back out. Brand deals vanished overnight and his management team reportedly halted all future campaigns. Then, in the most pitiful turn of all, a phony paternity test was conducted. By a doctor. Fans noticed that the font was off and the paper was watermarked incorrectly. One read it, they photoshopped the wrong damn clinic. This lab hasn't even done paternity tests since 202. Dead caught in 4K? The document, which was initially circulating online, claimed that the child wasn't Mendes. The public quickly sided with Erica, and she was furious. She posted on her Instagram story, saying, "So now we're forging documents to escape the truth. That's what we're the public side." Hashtags began trending. Eustace for Rick. We're embarrassed, he needs to grow up. You don't deny a child just because you got caught. According to a source close to the family, Mendy's own sister intervened. After Yandande Devibiter Menacled Mendic got caught. What was Mendy doing while his life fell apart in real time? He is desperate, according to another source. who claims that he began working with a private investigator to look into Erica's past in an attempt to find anything that would discredit her. He wants to delay, confuse, and deny, but fans weren't confused any longer, especially after the fans were incensed, not only at the denial, but also at the total disregard for the emotional harm when the next bombshell revealed a leaked group chat between Mendeecees and two close friends. One of the messages read, "I should have just ghosted her when she said she was late." Screenshots went viral. One of the top comments read, "So this man had a full-blown his ex-girlfriend, Samantha, a score to settle. She went live and changed. Emotional connection, got caught lying. And is still trying to act like the victim as if the scandal wasn't already at nuclear levels. I lived it, Erica is living it, and Yon Dandy shielded him for years." Let that sink in. The fans devoured it. Videos of Samantha's live stream went viral, and old reunion footage was reposted with fresh commentary. One fan compared Mendy, his current one, using the exact same word, since Yandy's brother rarely lie. Patterns don't either. Protect my sister at all costs. No names were given, but everyone knew that this wasn't Evolution Beaut it, rather rehashed. Damage control. Who he was referring to, rumors circulated that he confronted Mendy behind the scenes, and things got physical. No video was released, but insiders claim that the atmosphere was hostile enough to stop today's production. And here's the worst part. With the public withdrawing, sponsors leaving, and even his inner circle turning away, Mendy finally began to consider, and that, boss, is where video comes in, because what comes next is a courtroom confrontation, a televised confession, and Erica's last move. He said, "I don't trust her receipts. I need my own." Despite all the tear-roof photos and recordings, he was still attempting to stall, dodge, and deny that nobody, not even Mendes, saw coming why the drama had moved from Instagram stories and Twitter timelines to real life. With lawyers filing paperwork and Eric Mena getting ready to take Mendeecees to court whether he wanted to or not. And let's be clear, this was about justice, not child support. Erica had officially hired legal counsel, and they weren't playing games. According to a court source who asked to remain anonymous, Erica's team was drafting a paternity petition, A, defamation claim, and A, against the alleged dissemination of phony DNA documents. He also set fire to every lie he attempted to conceal behind. According to Mendy's people, she's done being nice. He wants to deny the baby, cool. The court will settle it, and if he thinks we'll go away quietly, he's going to have a rude awakening. Meanwhile, the court of public opinion had already rendered its decision. And Mendy realized that his interviews had been pulled and his podcast invites had been dismantled. Disappeared, sponsors abandoned him, and even his closest business associates started to quietly back out of agreements. According to one insider, he never realized how loud the public could become. He assumed was just another hip-hop and love scandal, but it's actually a credibility extinction event. And just when he thought things couldn't get any worse, Erica went crazy and posted as she ended the video by displaying a fresh ultrasound image with a voiceover. The video showed her walking slowly through her home in a flowing white maternity dress, hands resting on her stomach, and speaking in a low but firm voice. "I didn't want this war, a villain, but I won't raise my child in shame because their father refused to face the truth," she said. That only stated, "You were never a mistake, McDrop." The video went viral in less than 30 minutes, and fans were crying. Comment sections were filled with prayers, broken hearts, and unwavering support. Even celebrities commented, saying, "This is strength. Protect her at all costs. Mendeecees, just stop." But across town, Mendeecees was frantically trying to get his PR team to fix it. He was thinking of doing a sit-down tell-all interview, but no one wanted to touch him because it was too toxic and too late. He even drafted apology statements, but according to reports, his inner circle shut them down. One team member allegedly told, he said, "Anything you say now looks like panic. There's no spin left. We waited too long, bro. Meanwhile, Yandandi Smith was quietly but powerfully getting back into the public eye. She started going out on her own once more, ringless but glowing, and was photographed by paparazzi outside a charity event wearing a sleek black dress that many couldn't see. She grinned, nodded, and continued to walk when questioned about the issue. But her Instagram post, "Sometimes strength means saying nothing and walking away from what no longer serves your peace," garnered over 1,000 likes, 2 million views. In the first few days trending once more, Yandin Strong picked a piece you deserved. Marine never meant to handle the fallout. And the worst part was the arrogant, casual tone. Wasn't a man overcome with emotion. Rather, it was a man who was irritated that he was caught. Erica answered right away. "So I imagined it all." Tell that to the nights you spent over, baby. In the midst of all the chaos, one question remained. Would Mendeecees finally step you made? Her comment section lit up, and fans didn't just sympathize. They mobilized petitions, demanded love, and even issued a statement. There were even rumors of a spin-off episode, being the antagonist in every version of this story. Cameras were not permitted inside the courthouse, but outside there were zoo fans, bloggers, and paparazzi waiting. Erica entered the courthouse head high, wearing a white bump on display, and was accompanied by 2 lawyers. Mendeecees arrived 40 minutes later, wearing sunglasses, but Yandandi was not there. Inside the courtroom, insiders say that Erica was shaken. The hearing was brief and only marked the beginning of the legal process. But before they left, Erica's lawyer dropped a bombshell. "We have more evidence, and if necessary, we will subpoena phone records, hotel logs, and eyewitness accounts. My client will not be silenced." Outside the courthouse, Erica kept it brief, but I didn't. Mendeecees ducked into the back of a black SUV and disappeared without saying a word. But the silence spoke louder than words. This wasn't just a PR sham. It was a reckoning that had been building for years. By the end of the week, Love and Hip Hop announced an emergency reunion special that was raw, and when it aired, it was a full bloodbath. Yandandi, who was elegant but wounded, said, "I was loyal. I fought for him. I believed him. And now I see I was defending someone who didn't even value my truth." Erica, who was strong but emotional, said, "Mendy observes the facts. There's more to this story. Feelings got involved, I made poor decisions, but I'm not the monster people are. I didn't come to ruin anyone's family. I came because I was lied to, and I'm not going to let my child pay the price for his fear. Making me out to be the internet didn't have it. It was ratioed into oblivion. Top comments, you are the monster. Own it. You've lied to both women, and now you're crying over your image. Play dumb games. Win Father of the Year headlines." And lastly, Erica posted a picture of her sonogram framed on a nursery wall with no caption. It was peaceful and soft. Pure the remark, "You are never a mistake. You are my miracle." And with that, the story changed for the better, with Erica becoming the mother who stood up for what was right. Yandandi becoming the woman who found consolation in suffering, and Mendeecees becoming a living warning. And there you have it. A woman betrayed, a baby denied, and a man exposed not only by a test result, but also by words, deeds, and silence. What began as rumors on social media turned into one of the messiest and most well-publicized collapses in reality TV history, and now everyone is watching Yandandi stand tall. Erica told the truth, and Mendy saw that he fled. Now, we turn it over to, can Yandi ever forgive this degree of betrayal, or is the last straw? Erica, is she the victim, the villain, or something more complex? Because, let's face it, this drama isn't over by a long shot. Do you think Mendy ever intended to tell the truth, or was always a game to him where he never expected to be caught? The reunion special was brutal. The paternity case is just getting started. friendships are falling apart, and a baby is about to be born somewhere in the aftermath of a man who couldn't even say, "Yes, that's my child." You've been following this roller coaster starting from the beginning. Now is the moment to share your opinions with us. We're reading all of your comments, so please hit the like button if you're here for the truth. Subscribe and activate alerts so you don't miss the subsequent turn of events since Mendy observes Jan Dundee and Erica. You already know that it will only get messier, so stay tuned. When it does, we'll be right here.